Welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out a new train, at least new to us, the Jacobite Steam Train in Scotland.
This is supposedly known as the Hogwarts Express.
This is that train?
Right. This
From
is
Harry Potter?
I believe so.
Oh.
Now, this is a fun fact. I have never seen Harry Potter. I've never read the books. I know it's an incredibly popular series. But outside of it, knowing it's about witches and warlocks and whatnot, and a guy named Harry, I know nothing about the actual story, really. I just know it's some sort of like a fantasy magic story of some sort. Yeah. I do know the names Hogwarts Express and some of the other names I've heard from the story, but I'm sure you know much more about the story itself.
Not really.
Really?
I never read the books.
What?
And I only, well, growing up, I wasn't really into fantasy. And I'm still not like super into fantasy, but I've started dabbling a little bit into some fantasy.
That surprises me because knowing how big of a fiction reader you are, I would have assumed you would have read Harry Potter.
Even growing up, yeah.
Wow.
But I did see a couple of the movies. I haven't even seen all the movies.
Okay, so you do know some of the
probably
story,
more than you,
obviously.
Yeah,
okay.
More characters and stuff.
Well, guys, this says this is known as one of the most incredible scenic journeys.
I mean, just based on this,
right?
It looks...
It's throughout the Scottish Highlands.
Oh.
So this is probably going to be incredible to see here. Wow.
The Hogwarts Express. This steam locomotive has made Hollywood history, appearing on millions of screens across the world.
It's literally this exact train.
This is the actual train?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
That makes sense. But...
Wow. So you probably saw this train then.
I guess I did.
In the film.
But it's been like, man, when did that movie come out?
So was the film, or the books originally, were they about the train itself, like with Harry on the train, or is this...
No, I mean, it was a very small part of it.
Okay.
I didn't read the books, but the movie, it was a small part.
Wow.
But it was very iconic, like the scenery.
Okay, so this is going to be incredible.
He rode this train to go to wizard school.
Okay.
This is how he got there.
All right. That kind of makes sense. Wow.
I love that view.
I do too. Ride it.
What is that bridge called?
Some aqueduct or viaduct or...
The viaduct? Something viaduct, right?
Hi there, I'm Hannah Hummel from DW Travel, and today I'm back in my home country, travelling through the Scottish Highlands on the Jacobite Steam Train.
Jacobite.
The round trip is described as one of the greatest railway journeys in the world.
I can see why.
But it's probably most well known for its role as the Hogwarts Express in the Harry Potter movies. That's right. These very carriages took Harry, Ron and Hermione from platform 9 3/4 all the way to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. My trip today won't be taking me to a school for young witches and wizards, but the journey ahead is supposed to be just as magical.
I love that sound.
The Jacobite Steam Train travels 84 miles along the west coast of the Scottish Highlands. The 4-hour round trip starts in Fort William, then it crosses the Glenfinnan viaduct before ending up in Malé, a traditional fishing town.
That is so...
Later, the train heads back to Fort William.
Oh, I love that scenery.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Look, I'm sitting in this exact train here. And here's a description of the Hogwarts Express. A scarlet steam engine was waiting next to a platform packed with people. A sign overhead said Hogwarts Express, 11 o'clock. Smoke from the engine drifted over the heads of the chattering crowd, while cats of every colour wound here and there between their legs. Ready. And I'm not the only Harry Potter fan on this train.
I mean, the train in the movie, it takes you to the school, to Hogwarts, really. So this experience is like we're going there. It's like being there. So we're finally being wizards. Are gonna be wizards. Yeah. Okay.
Florence McLean has been working as a conductor on the Jacobite since 1995.
But do you see that's the first class?
Sure,
yeah, first class on the seats. So I'm guessing that you also have the open carriages as well.
Right.
I would love to have my own little room here. That'd be incredible.
I wonder how much it costs to get an actual room.
We're going to have to look that up.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Since we've done the Harry Potter filming, we do get a lot of children, adults, all ages. They just love it. But you do get the enthusiasts as well, and then the group tours. So it's just a lot of different types of people from all over the world.
Now, it'll be my first time visiting Mallaig as well. Is there anything special I need to see in the town?
It's a lovely wee place. Get your fish and chips, your ice cream, go out in the boats, see the seals and the dolphins. It's lovely.
So is that something I should do then, get the fish and chips?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. First off the train, get into the chip shop.
Yeah. That's my first stop. Fish and chips, baby. Fish and chips all day, every day. I can't get those here, really.
I was gonna say when we go over to the UK, you are gonna be like eating fish and chips constantly.
I probably will, because once I get back, I can't have them anymore. Like we live so far
inland. Not the
inland.
same anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like you might be able to go get some trashy fast food fish and chips, but you're not going to be able to get some like
local fresh,
And we don't have something called a chippy or a fish and chip shop that I've ever seen anyway.
I'm sure there's some in the U.S.
I'm sure there's some
expats maybe, or
right, but not in our area.
Yeah.
Never seen one before.
Relaxing journey that allows the passengers to merely sit back and enjoy the scenery.
Was that first class too?
The most famous view from the journey is the Glenfinnan viaduct.
That's
the railway bridge was built in the late 19th century, and it's the longest concrete railway bridge in the country.
That's incredible. Look at that. Look at the people.
Are those people hiking?
I don't. Surely they're not just hiking.
Or maybe those are train spotters.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Where are they I wonder where the parking lot they parked to come
maybe
here.
this way, this direction.
I wonder how far they hiked in to get here. This would be a beautiful place to kind of see a train go over.
And take pictures. In Glenfinnan, where you can learn more about the viaduct, as well as the Jacobites' history in the small museum there. The locomotive was built in 1949 in Glasgow, but the fundamentals of the design date back to the 1920s. Steam trains in Scotland actually stopped running in the late 1960s in an attempt to modernise rail travel with more efficient diesel locomotives. However, they were reintroduced in the mid-1980s in order to boost tourism. They were so successful that many of them still run today. We arrive in Mallaig, and I want to find out what it's actually like to drive an old train like this. Steve Chipperfield has been working on steam locomotives for decades. I mean, the heat coming off that fire. Here.
Man.
When we're running, that gets twice, maybe 3 times as hot as that.
Oh, yeah.
The fireman, who's my main player, if he shovels correctly and gets the fire hot, then yes, he does lose a few pounds in sweat. Me, I can always lean out and cool down.
But I mean, steam trains in general, they're running all over the country now. Why is that?
I think it's we get more people who like the nostalgia of it.
Yeah,
they're not
I can
rail
too.
enthusiasts as such. They just come out to enjoy the day. They remember the smell and the sounds and the sights of steam. And luckily, we're allowed to still do it. So we'll keep doing it while they allow us to do so.
Time for lunch, and it seems
here we
I'm
go.
not the only one that Florence told to head to the fish and chip shop.
I bet they get a lot of business from that train.
Oh, you know they do.
It's been ages since I've
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
Okay, I know you've heard me say this before. I do not enjoy fish really, but looking at that makes my mouth water. It looks so good.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I would definitely give it a try.
Because I think it reminds you of like chicken a little bit.
A little, but it's just the coating of the crispy coating.
Yeah, that looks really, really, really good.
Yeah.
few persistent seagulls, of course, had to make sure they were included.
Gosh.
The old fishing town has a busy harbour. Because of its proximity to the mainland surrounding islands, many people come here to catch a ferry to places like the Isle of Skye.
Oh, Skye, you can get a ferry from there.
It's time to settle in for the return journey and leave the seagulls behind.
Okay, so that's where it goes to,
just outside
and
of
then it goes
Edinburgh,
back.
and used to go on family vacations.
So you get to go across.
So that was the end of the road, basically,
right.
on this train.
It's like 84 miles, right? Is that what
Yeah,
you
I
said?
think that's what she said.
And so it's like a round trip, like it's 4 hours or something.
4 hours.
That would be awesome for like a day trip.
And you could just go one way and then take the ferry up.
Right. But I was going to say, if you take the round trip, you get to go over that viaduct twice, which would be really, really cool.
Here in the Highlands. But I've never travelled across this stretch of the country. The mountains and the lakes here are so beautiful. Even the weather is great today, which is not guaranteed here in Scotland. And of course, the whole journey is made even more incredible by the fact it's being travelled by train. The Jacobite also offers an afternoon tea service.
Enjoy it. It looks lovely.
Wait, what is that?
A box full of pastries?
Is that a sandwich too?
The British specialty
maybe.
includes
You're
mini
right.
sandwiches, cakes and scones. I would argue that scones were first invented in Scotland,
Look
but
at that.
that's a hotly debated topic with the
preserves
English.
we've had. Or
Yeah.
what do you call it? Conserve, preserve,
I don't know the difference
jam.
between all of them.
Like there's so many. Like
know.
I think I've seen from the UK conserve and preserve. I haven't seen
Jelly. Well, maybe.
Jelly's something different. It hasn't been called jelly.
Yeah.
Or
Jam.
we would call it jam, jelly, maybe fruit preserves.
Yeah.
This definitely makes the trip even more special and reminds me of the time when Harry ordered all of that crazy food from the trolley.
Where's the
What's that
tea?
frog?
Remember all of the chocolate frogs?
Oh.
Or Bertie Bott's every flavour beans?
That's cool.
Well, I might have come for Harry Potter, but I stayed for the beautiful scenery and the luxurious experience. Call me biased, but the Scottish Highlands are just gorgeous, and this trip definitely was just a little bit magical.
Yeah, it looks like it. I love the tiny little islands.
Yes.
It's beautiful. I love the steam.
I know,
coming
isn't that so
through the
cool?
trees. So
It is.
picturesque.
Guys, incredible. I would absolutely love to ride this train.
Me too.
It's not so much the Harry Potter aspect to me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because I don't really know the story.
Right.
Now, maybe the story is a story I need to learn in order to.
I feel like as a family with Sophia, now that she's, of an age where I feel like she could enjoy that, I feel like we all need to go on the Harry Potter journey.
I think that would be interesting. But
Yeah.
what a beautiful area to go through. And
Yeah.
I mean, knowing that you could do this in a relatively quick day trip. It's like 4-hour round trip.
Seems well worth it.
Yeah, and I would love to go over that viaduct. That looked like an incredible scenery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that the Highlands are known to be incredible for their scenery, and this just gave us just a little taste, just a tiny little taste. Yeah,
Tiny, yeah.
Definitely want to look more into the Highlands because I
And
definitely.
Isle of Skye up
Oh
there,
yeah, I've seen a little bit of stuff from the Isle of Skye. Like the ferry pools, for example. I looked at those early on the channel. Probably 2 years ago or whatever, before you came on the channel.
There's also Isle of Scilly or Skilly.
There's so many.
I don't know how to
I
pronounce
can't remember how many there were, but do you know how many islands are off the coast of Scotland? Mm-mm. How many do you think? Just wild guess.
Well, 30, 20. I don't know.
I'm going to look this up real quick, guys, because I can't remember the exact number, but it was pretty remarkable. Okay. How many islands do you think?
I guess 20 to 30, but that feels like too much to me. That feels like too big of a guess.
No.
What?
Are you
Tell
ready?
me.
You ready? You sit down?
Yeah. Obviously.
790.
What?
790 islands is what I saw. And that's the number I remember it being now.
possible?
I could be off on that, but that's what I'm seeing.
790?
Yes, 790 islands. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how is that even possible? Obviously,
Obviously, they're varying in size. So
Oh, yeah.
obviously, mostly not inhabited.
no, I think I read only 90 are inhabited.
Even still, 90 is a lot.
Yeah, 90 inhabited islands. Yeah, when you think about that, is a lot.
But think about it. There's 790 just random little islands. You could just go off in your boat and pick
Yeah.
one and
Yeah.
set up.
I'm thinking a lot of those are probably up on the north.
Right.
Like,
Probably very harsh.
very harsh
conditions,
winters
yeah.
and cold, I'm guessing. But guys, that reminds me. Obviously there's the Isle of Skye and some other that are pretty well known. But what are some of the islands you think are some of the
Notable
ones that have some really
Yeah.
cool scenery or whatever that's really
or history or anything
yeah.
interesting
that maybe we should check out at some point. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for us today. Let us know in the comments if you've been on the Jacobite train and what you think of it. The scenery obviously looks incredible, but I'm sure that the video didn't do it justice.
I'm sure it didn't. Because I mean, it's a short video and you can't get everything in there.
Right.
So.
But I think that viaduct probably has to be like the number one thing people want to see on there, but I'm sure there's so much more to see along the way. It's 84 miles,
She
right?
said all the lakes and
right.
mountains.
Yeah, I can imagine that's beautiful. But I think that's it for us today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey. Until next time, peace.
Bye.